man. You know what it is, that pretty left hook. So I'm with the Street Execs themselves. Alan Parks, David Leeks. You guys have an impressive resume, man. The music game, which as we all know has evolved massively. Entertainment, athletics have now merged in different ways. And you guys seem to be at the intersection of all of this, in addition to the fact that you're putting folks on the putting green. I want to talk, before we get into your illustrious history and all that other good stuff, Mix and Master 2023, the third annual, if I'm not mistaken. What was that like for you guys? You had a plethora of celebrities all getting together on a putting green. Talk about this. Who came up with this idea, and what is it supposed to accomplish amongst these amazing individuals?
We came up with the idea as a collective, as a unit. It's something we do a weekend here in Atlanta. We infuse the music, the business, creativity, art, and golf. You get what I'm saying? Like Dave is an adamant golfer. As you see, he's on the golf course now. So we were just trying to bring all the personalities together with this weekend as we do all the other things we do. You get what I'm saying? So we was kind of leaning on Dave's personality and what Dave liked to do in the golf world, and we kind of brought the music, the golfers, the athletes, the creative directors, photographers. We brought them all together, and we have a good time out there. We just mix and mingle and have a good time. We don't take it too serious, and we just hang out in politics.
Absolutely. Dave, I know you're young Tiger right now, but you told
I,
me a
I
little
wouldn't
bit.
necessarily call I wouldn't necessarily call myself not young Tiger. I'm more like Jordan Spieth.
Okay,
Always
okay.
go for the gold. But I mean, Al kind of mentioned it. Al kind of said it very head on. Like when you get on a golf and play golf, you meet a lot of different people, and no matter what your background is, what your ethnicity is, it's the only time where you can spend 4 hours out of the day with somebody and get to know them, right? And then the type of people that you meet kind of grows, and it forms different relationships, right? So we kind of we did it last year. A bunch of us got the bug, and we kind of started playing it more. Friend of ours that we kind of do things with. His name is Quincy Avery. As you know, athletes want to be artists want to be athletes. So trying to find a realm where people can, it's like a rendezvous where people can kind of understand one another and being that like-minded and kind of put the guard down. So it was a dope idea, and for us to kind of network and meet other people in any areas that we probably wouldn't, right? As far as like kind of entertaining, our more corporate clients, which was pretty cool. And then our corporate clients getting the opportunity to see, others. So a lot of these guys, I've met through the course of time, just being playing golf, like random playing with Jerome Bettis and Marcus Allen and those guys. And then Al came out when we played in the tournament with Kyle Pitts and those guys. So like we got to meet those people that we probably randomly would never meet, but it was just like, real calmness. It wasn't like where he thinks they're gonna think that we're gonna ask for pictures, nothing like that. It's like, yo, we just the same as you guys. So it was cool.
Absolutely.
And then as far as music and golf, right? High fashion. Like we like wearing high fashion. Golf is a high fashion sport. Wealth, it's like in the music industry, as far as the rap industry, liking money, and golf liking money. And then two, exclusivity, right? So you name various courses like Bay Hill or TPC Sugarloaf, TPC Sawgrass, and saying like, oh, I can play that, you can't, and it has that level of exclusivity, cachet to it, and golf as well. So it's like a great commonality as you see a lot of people coming up from, Cal is playing the East Side Golfs. So I think more and more people are trying to get in the urban space. We just want to be at the cornerstone of, bringing our culture to the realm.
No, I love it, man. I think you guys are advancing the culture in this way, and I love the convergence of different, industries and entertainment, sports entertainment and regular entertainment. Let me ask you, what have you noticed from doing Mix and Master now 3 years in a row? Have you seen relationships form that have led to other business endeavors, or just folks now realizing how to converse on the other side of the table, so to speak, by industry? What have you seen? What has been the major outcomes that you've seen from these endeavors?
I mean, yes, the golf course sparked some unique relationships and some unique business. Like I've been blessed to meet people, some of Dave's colleagues, some of Dave people he played golf with, and we've been able to do marketing campaigns, merch releases, work on upcoming projects they got going on with athletes at high profile. Uh, talk about the new structure with the NIL deals and stuff like that, doing with some of the things that we have. So it's the conversation and the people you meet and the business that you go forward. It's just, it's like an anomaly. It all leads into something else. It's like nothing. It's like nothing but good come from the golf course. You know what I'm saying? Good people, good fun, good conversation, good business. It's kind of like maybe like like a safe place or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's a very
Right.
positive. It's a very positive environment. It's like it just reeks positivity. You get what I'm saying? Anything you get from it comes back like full circle. You know what I mean? So the
Yeah.
relationship definitely has developed in it, and we have ping pong things, and we have done some business with some of the guys that I know. Some of the guys that Dave introduced me to on the golf course.
No, very cool. I mean, speaking of full circle moments, you guys represent and work with a young lady named Flau'Jae Johnson. This young lady's
Right.
doing amazing things right now. Obviously, she just won a chip, first ever for LSU, and she's also was known to many before as an artist. And you guys have been pushing her career. She kind of runs the gamut between NIL deals, obviously now being a champion, and also working with Rock Nation, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
Talk about this new convergence, because she represents a hybrid we've never seen. For many, you had to become a pro to become an artist, and that was always looked at as a secondary option. In almost like a gimmicky way for many that didn't take it serious because they knew him first as an athlete. But she's been able to kind of manage in a very young age being perceived as both. How do you manage that in addition to the fact that now you have to figure out a way to scale a personality that's budding at a very early age?
I mean, she always was ahead of the curve. You know what I'm saying? As a young girl, as a young artist, she kind of got some good looks and some good opportunities early on. You know what I'm saying? So it was always going forward. She comes from an overachieving background. Her father was an artist, so she had the passion, was built in her. She really she really had the passion to do that. So I started dealing with her in the music and helping out doing music. And then I just happened to go to one of her basketball games. And I looked over to her mother and I said, this is it. You know what I'm saying? And I remember the moment, like when we talk about it, and she got on the phone and she Googled. This was before NIL. You get what I'm saying? I think this was like her sophomore year. So she got on the phone and she Googled. She said, WNBA players make $60,000. Like, Al, I ain't going for that. Like, that ain't what I want to do with my baby. You know what I'm saying? And I was
Right.
like, nah, bro. I was like, nah, Kia. Like, you know what I'm saying? She's going to be on the Wheaties box. She's going to be on magazine covers. She's going to be the best female basketball player that we've seen in this generation. You
Hmm.
know what I'm saying? So we put her on the circuit. She started playing AAU ball, and then, like soon as she got out there on the AAU circuit, it's like she took it over. She was number one on the circuit. She was number one back here in Georgia where we was playing at. So it was like the basketball was kind of what she was doing for fun. You get what I'm saying? The music, what she was doing for passion and her dreams and what she wanted to do with her life. You get what I'm saying? But the basketball just came so easy and so natural that it took her to where she's at today, and it's going to take her further than what we have seen. So it was just an easy conversion for me with me being able to recognize talent and seeing what's going on. Not to say she's not a dope MC, because she's definitely a dope MC, and she's going to go further with her music too. But she's just blessed with that basketball. I don't know if you had a chance to see her play yet, but it's amazing.
Oh yeah, man. I watched with the rest of the world, man. This young lady's amazing.
Yeah, it's
Absolutely.
amazing.
Yeah, and it's interesting because now that we are in the NIL era, do you consider her more of an outlier special case in relation to being a hybrid athlete entertainer? Or do you think with these young kids and the plethora of talent that's coming out and the opportunities available, minus being a pro, that this is going to be seen more often and hopefully find guidance like you guys for these young kids?
I mean, I think she's a unique case. You get what I'm saying? Because her likeness is so big in athletics and basketball, and she also have a likeness in the music world. So you get what I'm saying? So I think she has something that maybe most kids or most athletes not going to have. Like Dave said, most athletes want to be musicians, most musicians want to be athletes, but she happened to be both. You get
Right.
what I'm saying? And she happened to get recognized at both. So I guess what we learned about the NIL deal to go by your likeness and your ability to drive, sell your own subscriptions and stuff like that, but your ability
Mm.
just to increase the numbers is like I think she's ahead of the front because she has such a strong likeness. You get what I'm saying? So I think she's laying the path for people to come behind her. You get what I'm saying? But just to be honest with you, man, we still learning day by day. The phone calls coming in day by day.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? She's one of those type of clients. You get what I'm saying? It's like we learn something new every day. It's a new
Beautiful.
phone call. It's a new venture. It's a new pitch every day with Flau'Jae right now.
No, it's a beautiful, beautiful thing, and you guys are obviously responsible for the rebranding of a guy now known as 2 Chainz, formerly known as Titty Boy. And I think rebrand is a special word in this case because it seems like every day the music industry is rebranding itself, right? It went from a game that most people looked at as having to be associated with a major to now independence rule the hustle. And I just wanted to know, what do you guys see as the future? Do you see the independent route and everybody being able to kind of converge and cross within multiple modalities and industries being the new normal? And how do you navigate this with the ever-changing environment and climate of the way people consume entertainment?
But Rhett, I just want to study right there. Like, we got to kind of give credit to where credit is due. What I say mean by that is, like, Al has the Midas touch when it comes to finding artists and finding talent. So even with Flau'Jae, he was the one who was like, yo, this is it. And even with, rebranding and marketing, promoting the talent and finding them and, cultivating them to something that is, that is a relic. I mean, that's what he does. I know he's trying to be modest, but I think we need to kind of touch on that as well.
Man, speak on it, baby. I mean, this is what it is. We want to hear that.
I mean,
pop. You can pop your collar too, man. We good. It's pop collar season.
Let me pop. Nah. I mean, honestly, Dave and everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like, I happen to be blessed, you know what I'm saying? And I'm happy, and I wake up and do everything that I want to do every day. It's like I'm living out my dream through my works. You get what I'm saying? So to be able to work on your dream is like you're going to be special. You're going to be dynamic. You're going to see stuff from a different angle. Like having a no stress, clear vision, happy doing what you're doing lifestyle. You can be you open minded. You can see things clear.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So I just want to thank God for giving me this clear mind and blessing me to do what I want to do with my life. You get what I'm saying? And then, I'm a pretty cool guy, so I got good relationships. So I get privy to things maybe before other people. You get what I'm saying? So when I get privy to it before other people, I can bring it to other people. So it's like, I guess I'm discovering the talent. You get what I'm saying? So I'm discovering it, but I see it like these people that I'm discovering are so talented before I put my hands on them, like Dave said, the Midas touch. Like I am kind of, I'm kind of special. I think my upbringing, me really being from the inner city, me really being from the culture, I think that gives me a good reach in the marketing urban world because I'm marketing right back to myself. You get what I'm saying? I don't have to figure it out.
Indeed.
I don't really have to look at. I don't have to look at demographics. I don't have to think about what do they do in the inner city. It's like I know what they do in the inner city. I know what we're looking for in the inner city. I know what we go through in the inner city. I know what we like in the inner city. So when I get these products and be able to go back and be able to market and sell them and promote them back in the urban market, it's kind of like second nature to me. It's kind of easy. I can do it in my sleep, as you say, to kind of be boastful about it a little bit.
Man, that's a beautiful thing. So talk about the dynamic of Street Execs. It sounds like obviously you're the one that finds the talent and cultivates. David, what's the dynamic like? Is one more finance, one more talent creation? Like how do you guys balance the roles?
We have another partner who's not online. It's Tech. You get what I'm saying? So I'm kind of more like the culture and the streets, kind of directly connect to consumer. You know what I'm saying? Tech is kind of more like the musical person, the industry person who know how to connect the dots in the industry with the music. You know what I'm saying? David's more the relationship person who's connected out with businesses and bringing the corporate brands and sells the product. He books the talent and sell the product. So I go find it, Tech kind of develop it and get it ready, get the music ready. Then Dave go sell it when we got it ready.
Okay. Now here's the most important question. Most important question: who's the best golfer of your three?
Dave can golf better. Let's play some basketball or something that I think I'm gonna win. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have the golf. You get what I'm saying?
No, we gotta get to like Al gonna be the most freshest. Let's keep that 100. Like, you see the album, he got the Gucci now. He got the new Jordans that hadn't came out yet. The maroon ones. You know what I mean? He gonna come with it. You know what I mean? Tech is actually getting very good. You know what I mean? He caught the bug, and he's playing often with Nolan and all those guys. You know what I mean? So. Cool. Yeah, I'm just trying to get on tour, you know what I mean, to kind of push the brand to another level, you know what I mean?
Indeed. So we got two competitions. There's a style competition and an athletic one. I get it. I get it.
Oh yeah, I dressed the part now. You gonna think you gonna think my handicap worth something. You know what I mean? I got a set of clubs and all.
Two more questions, guys. One, obviously, rest in peace to young Dolph, and we see what you guys are doing. Jen keeps me updated with the traveling museum you guys did recently. Obviously, we've been seeing Key Glock holding the torch down. Talk about what it's been like now, representing this man's legacy, pushing his artist Key Glock to the top. What's that all been like, man?
I mean, it's just been an honor. You get what I'm saying? It's unfortunate, but it's an honor to keep him going and just to see like how strong and his brand was to be able to do an activation that went nationwide to every major city, to every major event in the first quarter. Like he sold out of tickets, he sold out of merch. So just to be able to keep his brand going, keep revenue going for his family and his estate. You get what I'm saying? That's big. And it is something that he was just too good of a person to us, too good of an artist for us not to do everything we can to keep his legacy going. So we want to do something unique. We want to do something special. Like, we was kind of thinking, like, what would Dolph do with his new album if he was here? You get what I'm saying? So he'd be actively in the streets. He'd be actively promoting. He'd be working hard. You get what I'm saying? So we kind of took the approach of, like, let's try to have an activation. Let's try to do something if he was here. Like, what would he do? So that was the kind of angle that we took. But like I said, it's just an honor to uphold what he done in the streets, in the urban music culture. And it's just, we're gonna keep it going forever. You know what I'm saying? It's paper route business forever. You're gonna see a lot of it. You're gonna see it grow. We're gonna elevate the product. We're gonna elevate the artist. We're gonna clean up the image. We're gonna do everything. We're gonna make it, like, we're gonna cross it over to higher heights.
All good, man. Rest in power to young Dolph.